ideas that David has, the stories he has. Once you get him talking, there's no stopping him, because he has a he has a library of legends to share with us. Some of them are a bit scary, and he won't talk about in front of a group like this. But some of them he can. So I'm going to hand over to Kevin right now, who's going to take us a little bit further. And please, if you've got any questions at any time, don't hesitate to raise your hand, and we'll see if we can answer for you. Thank you.
Thanks, Brad. It's hard to believe I actually worked on this project from 1987 to 1990. So it's been a long time I've been kicking around here. So I actually started out as an intern, and it was supposed to be a 6-month contract to do a research project, and I got to stay around for 3 years. So I saw the restoration process right from demolition to opening night, so it was great, and I've known David for a long time. And so I'll kind of handle the history part of the tour, and we'll let David deal with the restoration and all the details about the decorative finishes. And we'll try to be fairly informal, so if you do have questions, just raise your hand and wave, and we'll try to answer them. So just out of curiosity, before we get going here, how many of you have actually been in this building before? Quite a lot of you. How many of you have been on the tour before? Few. How many have been the rest of you have been to performances? Okay. So hopefully there'll be some new and interesting facts that will come out today for you. So let me give you a little bit of an overview and a bit of history before we get rolling here. So this complex was built in 1913 over a period of 8 months, believe it or not, and it was the Canadian flagship for a chain of vaudeville and silent movie theaters that was based in New York and owned by Marcus Lowe. Now, as his Canadian flagship, he wanted to do something unique, really wanted to impress the locals here in Toronto because he was planning to expand quite rapidly and aggressively into Canada. So he hired an architect from New York whose name was Thomas Lamb to design this building. And as you probably know, it contains 2 full-sized theaters. Each of them has a proscenium stage, opera boxes, a balcony, and an orchestra pit, and they're stacked one above the other. So it's an arrangement not unlike a double-decker bus. And this is the only one of these stacked or double-decker theaters that was ever built in Canada. It's one of about a dozen or so that we know that were built worldwide, although this was really a North American phenomenon, and specifically in New York, the New York City area where most of them were located. Of the 12 that we're aware of, there were